without realising it, I was wearing clothes that stripped me of all of my personality. It made me feel like I disappeared. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day. Not only do I have a sexy bit of shoulder on show, you're welcome, I am purposely uploading on a Wednesday because I am starting doing 2 videos a week. Yes, not 1, but 2. We're gonna have tip videos on Wednesday and then normal videos on Sunday. So tip Wednesday, normal video / vlog Sunday. I could have done tip Tuesday, that would have rhymed better, but I'm a rebel, so we're doing tip Wednesday. So today's video is 5 of my fat habits and how to break them. Lego. Firstly, I just want to start off by quickly introducing myself. You may not know who I am, you may have just been recommended in the sidebar by Google. If that is the case, thank you, Google. But my name is Lauren, my name is LoseitlikeLauren, and I've had this, no, my name isn't LoseitlikeLauren. My channel is LoseitlikeLauren. I've been here, had this channel for 10 years now. I have had a weight loss journey, which was me losing 147 pounds. Healthily, unhealthily, it led to obsession, it led to all this stuff. Then I had a tummy tuck, then I gained weight. I am now about 70 pounds above my lowest weight. I'm restarting my journey. I did a video on Sunday giving you my the 10 ways that I was restarting my weight loss journey. So if you're looking to start and you want to know my expert tips, then I'll put the link here in the cards. Just a disclaimer about the title, I am not saying that fat is bad. Fat is just a describing word of somebody that is overweight, and I am using it to describe, you know, my current state. I am a bit fat right now, and that is absolutely fine. The reason why I'm doing this video today is I noticed these things slowly creep up on me and I wasn't even aware of it. They became part of who I was, and I changed so much with the weight gain. I didn't recognize myself anymore. I got a comment on my video last week saying that one of my viewers wanted to find her spark again, and I found all of these things put together dulled my spark and dulled who I was. So this is why I'm doing this video today, to see if you could relate to even one of them and think, hang on a minute, I did that and I didn't even notice. And hopefully we can snap ourselves out of it and get moving on to the best versions of ourselves. So again, let's go. The first thing that I noticed myself doing was avoiding the mirror and avoiding taking selfies. I know this sounds incredibly vain to have as a first point. Please do not turn off at this point. Hear me out, because some of the next ones are really good and I bet all of us can relate to at least one. So bear with me. So, if you follow me on Instagram for a long time, you will know that I used to post booty pictures, like bum tilt pictures every single day. I just kicked the camera. But I noticed that I would look in the mirror for my face, but I would completely not look below the neck. I just would avoid it. I wouldn't look. And I noticed the other day, I got out of the shower and I faced the wall, so I wasn't looking at the mirror because I just didn't want to see it. I just didn't want to see my body. And that's such a negative mindset to be in, to just be so avoiding the situation, as it were, and to not think, I'm not proud of myself right now, I need to take steps to improve this. And equally with taking selfies, I used to take selfies every day. I know that sounds ridiculously insane, but I used to take selfies every day, and all of a sudden I realised, I think someone asked me for a recent hair colour picture or something, and I was scrolling through and I was like, I don't have a selfie. And then I realised I don't take pictures anymore because I can see where my chin's got bigger and I can see that my face looks fuller, and I just don't like what I see. And this kind of brings me on to the point of the first point of the video I did last week. Move your body. As soon as you start moving it, you feel proud of it. You can celebrate the movement that you have as much as you have. Obviously, everyone has different levels of movement, different capabilities, but start moving your body. I've been exercising now for 2 weeks and I feel fantastic. I'm feeling tighter, I'm feeling more streamlined, I'm just feeling better, and that is literally through working out a little bit. Doesn't have to be no pain, no gain, it can just be something you enjoy. I kind of disabled that awareness in my brain. I just became numb. I became numb to the way my body made me feel. It was constantly making me feel down and bad and out of shape, but I just would avoid it because I didn't want to own up to what I'd kind of, I don't want to say what I'd done to myself, but I didn't want to own up to the fact that I hadn't put myself first, that I'd put my greed first and my laziness first. I hadn't put my goals first. If you can relate to any of these points that I'm talking about today, please leave a comment, and if you're willing to, please share your stories, and if you're reading the comments, please respond. Let's start a big community. Let's respond to each other. Let's make friends. I'm going to be responding to all the comments anyway, so yeah, let's get some talking going, because these things should be spoken about. We shouldn't just talk about, oh, cut out sugar, it will change your life, cut out carbs. No, I'm talking about the real things in a weight loss journey that you might not realise. So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is clothes. Without even realising it, I remember getting ready for the gym and I was looking for like the biggest black pants and a massive old black t-shirt that I could just like throw on over whatever I was wearing, just so I could hide and feel invisible and think, okay, well, if it's baggy, then I don't have to feel my body, I don't have to feel anything, and I can just hide and maybe work out, but just be invisible. And it was only one day when I looked in my cupboard and I saw my like neon trousers or whatever it was, and I was just like, they filled me with so much hope again. And I was like, why don't I wear these colours anymore? Why am I trying to hide? Why am I trying to dull myself down? Why am I trying to be invisible again just because I've put on a few pounds, or just because I'm not at the size I want? And I actually, the next workout I did, I think I mentioned it in a vlog, I wore a top that it used to be baggy for me, but fitted actually very, very tight. You could see the rolls on my back. I wore some really tight, bright leggings. It didn't fit at all. But I walked in like, yeah, I felt so confident because I'd worn what kind of like set my heart on fire. I hadn't hidden myself in these baggy old clothes. Like even this little dress, I know it's kind of baggy that I'm wearing now, but it's short, it shows off my legs. A couple of weeks ago, I wouldn't have worn this. I would have wanted to hide, wear something, that hid me. I keep saying hide, invisible hide. But without realising it, I was wearing clothes that stripped me of all of my personality. It made me feel like I disappeared. So I was like, screw this. I don't care what anyone thinks at the gym. Even if all my rolls are showing, I feel like a fucking rock star in this outfit and I'm gonna rock it. And you know what? I did more in my workout. I pushed harder. When I was wearing like the big baggy stuff, it made me feel so downtrodden. I was like, didn't put hardly any effort in. I was like, I don't care, and I left. But wearing clothes that made me feel alive was like, right, I'm gonna fucking smash it. So either don't be afraid to wear whatever the hell you want to wear, or if you don't have anything that fits you, I spoke about this again also in the video last week of the 10 tips, go out and buy something that sets your soul on fire. Get a colour that makes you think, yes, this colour gives me a thirst for life, thrive for life. Thirst for life, because clothes can transform us in a negative way and in a positive way, and make sure you're putting your best self forward. Number 3, distraction. I got into a habit, and if I'm completely honest, I'm still working slowly every day to get myself out of this, where I, without really realising it, purposely distract myself when I'm eating, so I can overeat without letting it register. For instance, eating in the car, eating whilst driving, I know, bad Lauren, eating whilst moving around the kitchen, eating whilst watching TV. I would purposely distract myself, like I would buy food and I would eat it in the car, because I knew that if I was to acknowledge what I was doing, I would know, I knew it would be wrong. Like when I was at my best self, when I was living my best life, I know I hate that phrase, it's so Instagram. When I was living my best life, I was aware, I was mindful, and I was feeling amazing. But because I think all of these tips and all of these habits formed together, I just felt so downtrodden that I would purposely distract myself, probably to make the thing worse, probably to make myself feel worse. I don't know why. I was watching a program earlier. She said, why are we all so obsessed with self-destruction? And it kind of just made me think of this video, like, why was I self-destructing so much? Why was I pushing, eject on my life? Why was I not listening to my inner fire? Why was I letting myself be this shell of a woman when I had so much more inside? And obviously, to get out of this eating thing, I'm going to start listening to Paul McKenna. I'm doing it today or tomorrow. I know I put it off. I just haven't felt relaxed enough to do it. And I feel like I need to be there, and I'm not there yet. So obviously he teaches you about mindful eating, about stopping when you're satisfied, all that stuff. Number 4, I stopped adding in my little extra bits of daily movement. For instance, say I went to the shopping centre and there was a lift, I would always, without even thinking about it, take the stairs. If I was going to London and I was travelling on the underground and there was the escalator going up, I would always walk up the escalator, no matter how many blooming steps it was. I would always challenge myself to walk upstairs and walk further, park further away from the shops and walk a bit further, and just have that extra bit of movement, and that it's, without even realizing it, is an extra positive thought inside your head to like, oh, I'm gonna be moving here, I'm gonna be moving. And I can remember standing on the escalator and just being like, I've changed. I was literally like, I was like, I've changed. Like, who is this person? Why am I so lazy? Why? What has happened? And this is what kind of made me make this video, because I didn't really realise all this stuff had combined. And yeah, I am now putting in the extra bits of effort and exercise into my days again, and it's making a massive difference. Number 5, there probably are loads more. Just these are the ones that I think are most relatable, most easy to talk about, and yeah. Number 5 would be self-care. Now, I think when you're not putting yourself first, self-care is generally the first thing to go out the window. Now, I'm not talking about self-care as in going to the spa, getting my nails done, getting a massage, getting a facial. No, I'm not talking about that level of self-care, because I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. When I was, feeling my worst with all of these other things added up, I went through days of not even brushing my hair. And to me, brushing my hair, I know it sounds really dirty, I would still wash and stuff, obviously I would still be having showers and making sure my body was clean, but I would go through so many days of not even brushing my hair or moisturising my skin. I absolutely love the moments that I have just before bed where I brush my hair, maybe put some oil on it or something to just replenish it a bit. I put my hair up in a scrunchie, take off my makeup, and I just get some cheapo £1 Nivea moisturiser, and I just stand there for a couple of minutes just rubbing it into my face, and that contact and that kind of like time you take with like, I tend to like try and like breathe a little bit deeply, I know, gay, and just that bit of contact is just so lovely. And I'm just talking like this one now. Just that bit of contact is really beneficial. It really makes me feel happy, I don't know, I can't describe it. It may sound ridiculous, and all of you may put moisturiser on every night, and you may do all these things, and you may be thinking, Lauren, you are on one, what are you talking about? But self-care, even if it's stuff like having a bath, or moisturising your face, moisturising your legs, just maybe even if you do have facials, maybe even if you do get your nails done, making sure you spend, even if it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute on yourself, is so important. So I think that's all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for getting to this point. Have you experienced any of these? Have you got any more to add? Anything you've noticed that you've started doing that you didn't do before, and you've noticed it, so now you're going to work towards snapping out of it? If you are new, thank you again for getting to this point. Please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell next to the subscription button, and that means that you get a notification when I upload, and now it's going to be twice a week, so you lucky things are going to have 2 lots of Lauren a week. Yeah. If you get to this point, please write. If you get to this point in the video, I normally make people write Lauren is the best, but if you get to this point in the video, I want you to write something that you love about yourself. I know that sounds so corny. I am really focusing on a self-love recently, because it's something that has taken a back seat in a lot of my journey in the past. I'll go first, shall I? Okay. I love my strong legs. I love my strong legs. So if you like my face, I have a Patreon, which is where you get an extra video a week and you can get motivational Skype dates to talk to me about anything in the world you want. There are group hangouts, loads of different things. Go and check that out. If you have any videos you want me to talk about, any tips, anything, comment below. I nearly burped then, that would have been disgusting. Anyway, I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any friends that you think might benefit from this video, please feel free to share it and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I'm back filming a lot more. It's filling my heart with joy. It's filling my heart, my black heart, with a bit of joy. Anyway, God. Thank you so much for watching today. Keep losing, keep smiling, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, well, I need to start cutting out all sugar, all carbs, all fun, all love out of my life in order to lose weight. No, 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 no. You need to get up off of your arse and move it.